And welcome again. We are continuing with property, plant, and equipment series, episode 45. This is lesson 8. So we have another example for revaluation. Another example for revaluation, and we'll continue with the warehouse example. So, same question, and you are told that this is the question. As you can see, this is the question. The value is 50 million. The value is 50 million. So you know the value, 50 million. The useful life is 25. We are dealing with warehouse B. So 50 million, 25 years. On year one, this is what will happen. It will behave the same as cost model. So for revaluation model or current operational value, we will say the initial cost is 50 million. The initial cost is 50 million. Useful life, useful life is 25 years. 25 years. Depreciation for year one, for year one is equal to 50 divided by 25, which is equal to 2 million. NBV for year one, NBV for year one, we say 50 minus 2, which is equal to 48 million. So year one, that's what we have. Let us continue. The question tells you on 1st July, the beginning of year two, independent value assesses the value of warehouse P to be 52 million. So you are told beginning of year two, the value changed or increased from 48 to how much? To 52 million. So there is a revaluation surplus. Revaluation surplus. Revaluation surplus of how much? Of how much? Revaluation surplus of 4 million. It will go to revaluation surplus, that 4 million. But how do we do this? There are two methods which you can use, the elimination method or restatement method. The elimination method or restatement method. Let's start with the elimination method. Elimination is just removing the depreciation from your books, accumulated depreciation from your books. So you will assume the 2 million is reversed and the asset has returned to how much? 50 million. So you eliminate both the depreciation from the asset and also from the accumulated depreciation. That will return to, and then there is an increase of 2 million. So that 2 million, once it increases, goes to revaluation. The 2 million that was reversed also goes to revaluation surplus. So you debit uh, uh, accumulated depreciation, and also debit your asset with that 2 million, and also you credit revaluation surplus. That will balance your books. So you just eliminate. For restatement, so before I move out of this method, what will happen to the subsequent depreciation? For year two, at the end of year two, this is what will happen. How many of your useful life, how many have you remained with? You have remained with 24 years. So what will happen is this, since you remained with 24 years, this is what you will take. You will say 52 million, the new carrying amount, divided by 24. That will give you the depreciation for the year. Which is how much? Uh, Let me take out my calculator. Say 52 divided by 24. That will give you 2.166. So if I subtract 52 million, 52 million minus 2.166, how much? I will get an NBV of 49.83. An NBV, I will get an NBV of 49.83. So this is what I will get as my NBV. So what will happen to the other method? Let us go to the other method. This is elimination method. And I know you will arrive at the same result, but the other one, restatement, is more complicated. So let us use the restatement method. If you use the restatement method, Restatement method. My handwriting is a little bit poor, but hopefully you will be able to follow. Restatement. The end of at the beginning of year two, we have revalued our assets to 52 million from 48 million. There is an increase again of 4 million. No change. Both of them, no change. The revaluation surplus, no change. But this is what will happen. You are not eliminating the accumulated depreciation in this case. What you will do is you will take it 4 million, you divide by the initial amount, the 448 million, and you look for the increase. You look for the increase, which is 0.083. That is the increase. So once you get this increase, you will say the increase is this. So you will take 1.083 times the 50 million, the original cost. And then you also take 1.083 times the 2 million for depreciation. The 2 million for depreciation. This will give you about 54.16. And this will give you about 2.16. You have restated both the accumulated depreciation and the carrying amount of that asset, and this will give you the closing amount at the beginning of the year. Once you get the closing amount at the beginning of the year, the depreciation is still the same. Depreciation is still the same. How many years have you remained with? 24 years. So you will say 52 million divided by 24. That this will give you again the same amount. 52 divided by this, it will give you 2.16. If you have gotten 2.16, you will say your new asset value, is 52 million. Your depreciation, is how much? Your accumulated, sorry, your new asset value is how much? Your new asset value, since we have restated, the new asset value which we have restated is 54.16. The depreciation for the current year is how much? 2.16. The accumulated depreciation for the previous year is 2.16. So again, you will arrive at the same result, 49.8, 49.83. You will arrive at the same, the result is the same, but what will change is the restatement. What will change is the restatement. So the result is the same, but what will change is how you have restated. One is restatement, the other one is. So when you will see the asset has increased the value to 54 million while retaining the depreciation. The other one, you will see the asset value will just remain 52 million, what you have increased. So thank you for following or listening. Enjoy your day. This is the end of our lesson 8. We will continue with another example differentiating between current value, value in use, and the market value. Thank you. Enjoy.